So this is this is what she wrote. Somebody's kissing his ass, and somebody goes, "Ride that dick any harder, and you'll need a saddle."
Oh my God. Was somebody kissing ass?
Yeah, somebody was kissing ass, and then she goes, "Ride that dick any harder, and you'll need a saddle." I love my friends, and I guess the person is like super religious, and he goes, "Really? Really? X, I'm not gonna say the name." He goes, "Totally inappropriate, reported." She's like, "Oh gosh, that's just terrible. My goodness."
Reported? We're all adults here, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like ridiculous.
That reminds me of getting blocked today.
Oh my God, what did you do now?
This little bitch boy on Facebook, I went to high school with him, posted something about how chicks need to stop, posting makeup tutorials and wearing makeup because it shields the face. Why don't you learn to cook? And I was like, as soon as you post that tutorial of you building a house, you can like talk shit. I said it much nicer, like totally neutral. And I was like, so much for empowerment, haha.
I feel like this is like a weekly occurrence with you. The Facebook fight of the week. That's what we're going to call it now.
I got blocked. He blocked me. But that just goes to show. I mean, he's an even bigger bitch than I originally thought. So if you're so fragile that you can't handle like makeup tutorials, but he's one of those like always a victim, like can't find a nice girl probably because he's a total douchebag kind of guy.
Oh God, one of those dudes. Yeah.
Yeah.
He looks like I can't find a girlfriend.
Yeah, he looks like he spends like way too much time in the mirror.
Oh, I spend a lot of time in the mirror.
There's nothing wrong with that, but you also don't bitch about it.
I don't. No, I really don't. I solve my own problems all the time. And the one rule you must follow: never go back to your ex. Never.
No.
And why did I bring that up? Because you gave me some news today I could not believe.
Yeah, some nostalgia here. So, drum roll. One of our favorite 90s couples is getting back together. Brad and Jen.
Dude, how does that how does that happen? I mean, like, it's just like
I kind of suspected it for like a long time. First of all, I am not a fan of Angelina. I think she's like a Skeletor looking weird hag.
In my eyes, I'm not attracted to her anymore. I used to think she was hot. We've been through this.
Yeah, long time ago. She used to be like Girl Interrupted days. I liked her then. But then she became this like weird succubus. But yeah, so they divorced, and I've always like kind of had hope in the back of my head, like the nostalgia whore in me wants to be like, yes, get back together. But the girl in me is like, no, fuck him. Like, stay away. Don't give him the time of day. Like, run as fast as you can. But maybe he's learned something.
It takes two to tango, man. It takes two to tango. I mean, you can't blame one or the other. You can't just blame one or the other. It's not going to last.
Him too.
It's like, when you're young and you're in high school or college and you break up for like the 50th time, and then you don't talk. Well, back then you didn't talk for like 6 months because we didn't have like the cell phones that we have now, or we don't have all the social media that we don't have any of the shit. So you're like, oh, I wonder how that person's doing, and then in your head you only remember the good times, you never remember the bad times, and then you like build it up in your head to be this great thing. And listen, I'm guilty of it. I did the same thing in my 20s with my college sweetheart. It was oh my God, it turned into a nightmare. And I'm not even gonna get into that story, but you already know that story. You build it up to this great thing, and then it just goes to shit. It just goes to shit, and it's a nightmare. And I'm sure it's worked out for like a couple people here and there, but I could never do it, man. It's like
it's a very small minority, and then like those people that want to get back with their ex, they're like, but it worked out for so and so, and I'm like, yeah, that's like 1 in a million. Like how many other people can you say that that worked out for?
It's like you can only go as far as your choices that you have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And not to sound cocky or anything, but I've never run out of choices in my life. So,
I've never had that problem. So I guess it's a problem to have.
Me neither. I mean, was it hard to meet the one? Was it hard to meet the one? Of course it was. But in between, I didn't have a problem. I could go out, and there was no Tinder, none of that shit. And I don't think I would ever do that. No,
No,
I
I
never
know.
did. Never did. I would just go out and meet girls when I went out and talk to them. That was it. It's that
Mhm.
simple. Imagine that. It wasn't that hard.
It's
You just
not as
had to
awkward
go.
as people make it seem. I think for me, something like Tinder or whatever those other ones are, those would be way more awkward for me. I prefer just like natural social interactions.
I did too. I mean, I never tried it, but I totally would give it a go because I heard so many stories, but just for fun. But I mean, the problem is like most guys try, when they go up to a girl in public, they literally go straight to hit on them. That's the
Yeah.
worst thing you can do. See, I was a weasel, man. I would just treat you like one of the guys. Like I wouldn't even like treat you. But it's hard. It's hard for guys. Like most guys, when they see a beautiful girl, like there's this wiring in our heads that's like for some reason you like don't have the balls to go up to her and you have to work up the courage to do it. And listen, I
Yeah.
did it a million times and I still sometimes have to work the balls to do it. But once you do, they're like, and it's just like just treat him like a dude. I mean, I'm not saying
Yeah,
like punch you in the shoulder or anything like that, but
Give her
don't
shit.
go out of your way. Don't go out of your way to hit on them. Just talk to them like a normal human being, just like you would talk to your friend. That's all you got to do. And then if the personalities match, dude, you're set. You're set for the night or the day or the week.
It's really not that hard.
It really isn't. I don't know why people.
I mean, I do like when a guy would come up to me and just give me shit, make fun of me because I'm gonna make fun of your shoes too, and then we start like giving each other shit, and then it's funny, and then and then it's natural, and you're just like, hey, what's up? My name is so and so.
But that's you too. You got to remember. I mean, there's people like you who have a great personality, and then there's people like, dude, especially down here, and even Dallas. When I lived in Dallas and Uptown, and it's like there's these girls that I call it the bitch shield. That they just have this face, and it's like, oh, please don't talk to me. I'm too good for the room type of deal. It's like, oh, fuck you. I mean, like, I couldn't tell you how many times. I couldn't tell you how many times I laughed in girls' faces because you try to like say something. And I'm not even talking about like creeping up and like the dance floor. I'm talking about like you're sitting at the bar. Like you're sitting at the bar. Everybody's sitting at the bar having a conversation, and then you just throw something out there that has, part of the conversation. They're like, they give you that look like they're too good for you. It's like, fuck off, man. I don't have time for this. Like,
it's like, shut up, Rebecca. You're drinking the same $2 wells as me. You're not better than me.
Exactly.
Thinking you're like apple teeny with fake syrup in it. Okay, just chill your roll a little bit.
Your Midori sour.
Yeah. It's like pre-mixed. It's not even like a real mixology drink.
I couldn't imagine drinking well liquor nowadays. Like, like the hang. I can't even. Dude, I get a massive hangover just out of like Kettle or Tito's or.
That used to be my jam. Kettle.
Kettle. I still drink Kettle every once in a while. When it comes to vodka, I like Kettle. I like Tito's. I moved over to Tito's a lot though. Tito's is the one that gives me the less headache and the next day. And there's another one, the French one. I forgot the name. Grey Goose. But what's funny too about drinking, and this is like I tell this to all my friends and they'll get a laugh because this is how your evolution of drinking goes from when you're young to like our age. It's like when you start drinking, you go, yeah, man, cranberry vodka, and you're like sucking on cranberry vodka, or like what do you call it, wine coolers, and then like you start hitting like 22, 23. What is it, screwdrivers, which is orange juice and vodka. And then 23 to 26, 27, all right, vodka and tonic with a lime or with a twist. And then like you start getting to your late 20s, hitting about 30, and then it's like, oh man, vodka and soda, no lime. And then you get to like 30 to 33, it's like, oh fuck it, just vodka on the rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what I do. I mean, it's gotten to a point, it's just, you just stop, man. Rubbing alcohol. What do you say? Rubbing alcohol
margaritas, squirt some hand sanitizer in there.
Oh yeah, man. Oh, that reminds me.
It's funny. I started with Smirnoff because I didn't like the taste. So I like drank nothing but Smirnoff. And now it's like, I can't believe I put that stuff in my body because it's pure like syrup. And then I evolved over to like martinis and like flavored martinis, and then the vodka mixers. And now I'm just like Prosecco and champagne all the way. I mean, I'll do shots and stuff, but.
I don't do shots anymore. I mean, I'll do it if somebody really like twists my arm to do it. But I mean, you remember when I was in my early 20s, like I was a shot machine.
Nobody whatever you put in.
Oh yeah, no man, it was just shot after shot after shot after shot. But I don't even do shots anymore. It's not. I don't know. It's not worth it anymore. It's just like, you know what? I just want to drink. I just want to drink, chill, and get the buzz build up. And you know what it is? It's like here, I don't have last call. In Texas, you got to be done by 1:30.
Oh yeah.
So here,
so you like have to get them all in.
Yeah. So my goal back then was, okay, I got to get hammered before they cut me off until we find something else to do. And that's why I used to drink like super heavily back in the day. But now
FOMO.
Yeah, FOMO. And then now it's like, I don't care. Like, first of all, one, I don't even stay out that late. So I used to start really early in Texas too. But I mean, here it's like, I don't have a cutoff, you know? It's like, I can go out till, if I'm in Fort Lauderdale, I can go out till like 4:30 in the morning on the weekends. And then if I really want to keep going till 10 a.m., I just got to get on an Uber and hit Miami. And I can be 24. I can literally go 23 hours of straight drinking if I wanted to. The only time you got to stop is between 6 a.m. and 7 a.m. in Miami because there's some kind of ordinance where you have to stop. And then it's like, so what you do is you load up for an hour.
What a random time.
I know. It makes no sense. I don't know what it is. It's some kind of law.
What about Sunday?
Oh, Sunday. What is that? That shit doesn't
We're in the
here.
Bible Belt.
Yeah, we're not. We're South Florida.
I don't get it at all. Like, why? Who cares? Like, what is
I don't
the
get
Bible
it
have anything to do with
you want to go to church, go to church. So why can't I just get a handle of vodka if I wanted to? Why do I have to pay the price for you? You know,
I might go to church if I get a little buzz before, a certain time on Sunday.
It's probably the only way you can sit through it anyway. I can't sit through that shit. But I was going to say, the thing that I remember from Texas when I first moved there, I think it was Louisville, it's that card. Do they still do that over there? You had to fill out this card at the bar.
Yeah.
What is it called?
I think I don't even know why they make you do that. I don't know if it's your first time in a bar, in that particular bar, or how that works. But yeah, we used to have to fill out, and I have not had to fill it out for a while now, but you used to have to fill out a card.
Yeah, man, 4 days of no shaving, and I'm probably going to shave tomorrow because Nicole's already bitching about it.
I like it.
Everybody likes it but her. Yeah. Thanks, Phil.
3 more days at least.
Your beard's going strong too, man. Did you get that oil going on? I haven't.
The mutton chops.
Yeah, man. That card. What was that card? It was by, what's the name?
I'm going to look it up.
If you go to Texas, it's only North Dallas, I think. You have to fill out TABC or whatever it's called. You got to fill out this card. If you don't fill it out or something, they don't let you drink. But I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. I'm
looking it up right now. It is.
I didn't know he did that. I'll let him know. I'll totally ask for the link for his store. I totally will.
Oh, lotion.
Yeah, for my beard.
That sounds erotic. Oh, beard lotion.
All right. Well, you look for that. What were you brought up earlier before we got on about denim, because I was telling you about my jean drama this weekend, and I want to know who's having this problem too, because this is driving me insane.
No, it's this one. It's actually a great thing for denim. So Britney Spears.
Gabe, ever had a beer scratching between your thighs? Asking for a friend. See, guys, this is why if you're listening to the podcast, you got to come on live because you can read all this stuff and you can interact with us. What were you saying, Shannon?
So yeah, Britney Spears is doing the a new campaign for Kenzo jeans. Well, she's they called her the quintessential queen of denim. So it's her first luxury brand. So I mean, I guess I'm not really. She's done clothes before. But I guess I'm not really surprised. At first I was like, oh, I can't believe no, luxury designers have approached Britney Spears. But then again, I was like, you know what? I kind of can believe that. But hey, she's finally doing it. It's a French luxury house and they're fancy denim and she looks amazing. Aside from the Photoshop, she looks great. Yeah. She's still the girl next door. She did something with her lips, but I think that's about it. She still looks amazing, better than all of the Kardashians and every 20-something little starlet these days. You know what's weird about being our age and growing up with all this Disney pop stars that, they're basically our age, is that you watch them grow up and get older, we're the same age. So you watch them grow up, but you still in your head,
see them as this young people, but then you see like Britney, like I saw her on that carpool karaoke show, and it's like 4K, and you can see like the wrinkles in her eyes, and it's just like, man, it's still Britney, but like, I don't know, it's weird. It's like if they were wearing like old people makeup, if that makes any sense, like because you just can't your brain can't process it because you're just used to this image in your head. Just like when I told you, I go back to like Florida State to go watch games, and I'm walking around, and they're like all the college kids look like they're 12-year-olds. It's kind of creepy, but
I don't see myself that way.
Talking about denim though, I wonder if it's real denim because I've had jean drama for like the past 6 months. All right, so the store where I used to go to buy all my jeans discontinued the cut and the size that I like. Not the size, the cut, the actual cut. Business. Yeah, which it was perfect fit. I mean, perfect. I used to buy from that store all the time. And, dude, I can't find jeans. I've been to – it sucks. I can't find jeans anywhere. You know, it's not so much that you can't find a cut. The problem is that now jeans, they're making them like freaking leggings. They're like spandex. It's like all this stretchy fabric. I'm like, I don't want that. I just want fucking real jeans, man. I like real jeans. And – you know, with style. I don't want Levi's. I don't want fucking Wranglers. Like, those are hideous. I want real stylish jeans like I used to buy that are real fucking denim and not like mixed with like... Sturdy? With what?
You want like this sturdy, crisp, like durable denim.
Yes, real denim that when you start wearing it and you wear them for a week, they get soft, and then, you know, you wash them once a week or whatever, depending how much you wear them. Like, you don't have to wash jeans every time you wear them unless you're going to...
No, I definitely don't.
I wash jeans maybe like once every 3 weeks or so, especially since I stopped smoking. You know, it's not like I'm rolling around in dirt. I don't smoke anymore, so they don't smell. And, you know, I don't go to smoky bars either or smoky places anymore. So, but, you know, unless it's really hot outside, then I do that. But, fuck, stretch. Yeah. See? Stretch. No, man. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
You gotta have the jeans with the stretch. You never know when you're gonna have to squat and need that extra.
I like the idea of stretch for the fat, but if I want stretchy stuff, I'll just wear men leggings. You know, it's like I just want my real jeans back. Is that too much to ask for? So I don't know. What's the deal with that? Everybody's like, oh, everybody loves them, and it's like, no, man, they just feel weird.
No.
And the cool
I
thing,
hate that.
Yeah, and the cool thing about jeans too is that you know, after you wear them for a while, you start getting that wear on them where the holes come out naturally, and that's what makes me even love them more, like because they're distressed naturally. You know, I can go and buy ones that are already fucked up like that, and that's cool. But I like the jeans that I just do it naturally too, you know. And I have jeans that I have in my closet that 14 years old easily.
Yeah, I think I have 2 pairs of jeans that, like, from high school that I still wear that are like. I mean, the knees are like paper thin, and they're like, they're torn and stuff, but they're perfect. I love them. And they don't like, so jeans now, I mean, I've only got like Madewell is my favorite brand, but I have a problem with jeans like bagging out. So like when you wear them and the butt gets saggy after a while. And I hate that. That's only with like these new paper thin jeans. I don't know what they're using, but it's not quality.
It's a combination of like
even brands like Lucky and stuff like that. 7 jeans.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I went everywhere. I've been everywhere, and I cannot find a decent jean, which is going to bring me to my next idea, which I'm just going to have to find them online, and that's going to be a pain in the ass because now I got to order them, get them here, and then ship them back. And for those of you that don't know, I do digital marketing. I have e-commerce stores, so I don't want to be my own worst nightmare of a customer where I buy something and send it back. Because I know how much of a pain in the ass that is to deal with. So,
but you know what? Maybe if you do that, they will learn a lesson.
I don't know. Maybe. I got to put them through the ringer. Then, so that was my drama. And then, you know, jeans, holes, 80s, 6 degrees of separation. One of my favorite bands is Tool. And they haven't put out a new album for 10 years? Yeah, it's been 10 years. 10 years. That's when the last album came out. Supposedly the reason why they haven't put out a new album for 10 years is because there were some lawsuits in the middle and they couldn't do anything with the record label, and that lasted for years with like, you know, court dates and all that crap. And then once that was over, the actual band without Maynard go into the studio, and that's just fucking a whole, it's like Metallica. They go in there for years. And So they've been like posting like every week, like, you know, little teasers, like we're back in the studio, the music's ready, we're just tweaking, Maynard's coming in to do the lyrics and to write to the music and blah blah blah. So they keep posting all this stuff all over social media. So of course all the fans are getting hyped up. And then this morning I wake up and there's a video on Instagram of them in the studio with the tape running, because they don't do it in Pro Tools, they actually do like the real tape. And they're running it, hitting play, and they're like, you know, listen, like you can see them there like going like this, like listen to the music. And then, you know, on Instagram, you don't get sound right away. And I click the sound, and there's no fucking sound, man.
Oh, like, I was going to say, was you?
It's like, come on, man. You can't do that. You get your fans waiting for 10 years, and then you're waiting for that little snippet. You know, that little snippet. It's like, even Metallica does that to you. Like Metallica did it last time after, like, I don't know how many years with a new album. James Hetfield gets on Instagram, just goes, like, releases, like, it was like 5 seconds of a riff, and you're like, yes, I'm gonna fucking love it, you know, or you hate it. That's it.
And then you're like, did my Wi-Fi cut out? What's happening?
Yeah, at first I was like, why is it? Why? What's wrong? What's wrong? And then I remembered, like, there's, it's like, yeah, everybody's like, there's no audio. It's like, come on, man, that's messed up. That's totally messed up. So you got that. That was the start. That was the start of the day with that. And then I'm sick of everybody with the Facebook drama of the data breach. Like, I'm just going to touch on this lightly because everybody's been messaging me. Everybody's been calling me. All right.
Yeah, so break it down.
Yeah, let me break it down for you people. I'm going to get really close to the microphone. Facebook has all your information and gives it to people like me to advertise to you. And that's how you see my ads that are relevant to what you like. This is nothing new. The only new thing that happened was that somebody hacked the data and was able to break it down by names and all that crap, which is not cool. It's not cool. So I get why people are kind of freaking out, but it's nothing new. Google has the data. Facebook has the data. Snapchat has the data. They all sell it back in between each other. That's how they make their money. That's how they make it work for everybody. Everyone has your data. Every app has your data. And
ever since the days of AOL, like they've been farming emails since the beginning of time.
This is nothing.
Like, this is nothing new.
It's nothing new at all. It's nothing new at all. Your fucking DVR has your data. Like, you know, everything you watch has, you know, your fridge that has Wi-Fi. What do you think the fridge is doing? Data. I mean, your
DVD player, your security cameras, your cell phones, like your printer.
And then, of course, you get the typical status update. This is, friends, I'm deleting my Facebook account as of today. Like, shut up. Like, you're not
Thanks for the announcement. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's ridiculous, man.
I love the dramatic exits, though. Like,
it's like, I have to go, but I have to let you all know. Like, just leave. Like, why do you have to? If you really wanted to delete your account, then delete it. Because I bet you if I go right now on Facebook, she's still on there. You know, it's like, it's like, give me attention, give me attention, give me attention. That's all it is.
Like, I'll just have you know that I'm going to leave right now, but I'll still leave the door open for one of you to talk me out of it. And then, you know, make this dramatic thing like, well, I guess I'll stay. I have it for family and friends anyway.
And before everybody starts jumping, it's like, Facebook's dead. It's going anywhere. One, it's not dead. It's the platform with the biggest data. I don't even know how to describe it. The biggest hub of data after Google, if not the same as Google. And trust me, it might change. It might evolve into a different thing, but Facebook is not going anywhere. And even if Facebook goes, let's say Facebook goes away or something really bad happens and they cut it down by the government. I don't know. Something happens, which is not going to happen. Mark my words. So buy Facebook stock. Trust me on that because it's dropped. It's going to go back up with virtual reality and all that crap that's coming. But, dude, even if Facebook goes down, something else will come up. So,
like it always does.
We're at a point of our lives where we're just going to keep evolving into this whole digital realm. It's like, dude, we're going to get to a point like you see in movies where people are going to live in a pod and they're going to live in a virtual world that knows everything about you anyway. So in 100 years, I was listening to Joe Rogan the other day. In 100, he's right. In 100 years, we're going to be, who the fuck knows where we're going to be at, man? And in 30 years, you're going to be able to download your brain into a server. Maybe before that. Like, think about that. You're going to be able to download your download your brain into a server and create an avatar of yourself. Like, if that doesn't blow your fucking mind, I don't know what does, you know?
I used to think that was really cool, but now that I'm getting older, it's like kind of really scary.
I'm
Just
down
because
for it.
I mean, it's amazing, but in the wrong hands, or if the, information were to get in the wrong hands, or if like somebody wanted to, the government wanted to really fuck shit up, like they could.
Oh, well, yeah, there's no doubt about that, but I'm looking at it as
I guess they could do that anyway.
Immortality type of deal, dude.
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing. I'm going to live forever.
Yeah, me too. My wife's like, no, I want to die. I was like, you do that.
Why?
I'm not. She's like, well, she has her beliefs. She has her beliefs. So, whatever happens, it's like, that's her deal. And it's like, she's fine with it. Me, I'm scared shitless of death. Like that is, and I've done stuff in the past where I opened my mind into different things. And, I've been one with the universe, quote unquote, if you follow my lead. And it was the most amazing experience I've had in my life at a Tool concert, as a matter of fact. And,
that's right.
And there's something there, man. I mean, I don't even want to get into what I believe that's going on because people are going to call me crazy. I think we might be in a fucking simulation somehow. Something. There
are some scientific theories that back that.
When I was younger, I was like, there's no God. There's no God. Okay, but the more I think about it, maybe there's not God. Like, dude, hey, you be good or you be bad. But we came from something, man. And there's
something greater. That's what I say. Like, I don't believe in God per se, but there's definitely like a higher power of some sort, whether that's, something, whatever, however the universe was created, or
I think
energy.
Fucking people are going to go down. They're going to go call me crazy, but I think we might be in a simulation, man. I've been saying this for years now. This is nothing new for me. Like, the more I see technology advancing and the way it's going, the Matrix is becoming real. It's like, it's just, dude, the way everything's advancing so quickly things happen for a reason. And it's just, I don't know. It's too much. It's too much, man. And if you know how to code, if you know how games work and simulations, and you've done AutoCAD and graphics and virtual reality like I have, you get to see some shit that once you put two and two together, it's like, whoa. And then you got the Fibonacci sequence, and it's just too much. It's too much that there's are there for too much stuff. And I wouldn't doubt it if we're in some kind of like fucking simulation or something, man. I just don't know.
No, I totally believe that. Like, whether that, and I believe in parallel universes.
Look at AI. Look at Grand Theft Auto. You go play Grand Theft Auto and you play that game and people are having conversations. Like, NPCs are having conversations with them. Dude, you can go on Grand Theft Auto and you will never hear the same. You might hear the same conversation twice if you play like 800 hours a day. Yeah. But the chances of you listening to the same conversation between two pedestrians, it's like non-existent. And it's crazy. So think about it. Grab that and take it to the scale that you could take it as technology keeps advancing, because it's just going to get that way. That's my thing. It's insane, man.
It's amazing. I love it. Like, I love talking about that stuff. We just started watching Cosmos again. We're going to watch the original with Carl Sagan soon. But every time I'm just like so amazed.
It is cool. And then people say, well, technology is too much. It's like, oh, you don't know what's going to, I'm like, dude, I don't know what's going to happen. But then people, what I hate is people bitching about stuff that they don't know about. Like that Uber that hit a pedestrian or whatever. Everybody's like, oh, cars are killing people. I'm like, one, let's count how many people were killed by a car today that was done by a human. Because I can assure you there's more than one just in one day. I wish I could pull up the stats. And two, if you watch the video, the fucking guy's crossing a highway.
Yeah. He kind of really does appear out of nowhere. And a lot of people are blaming the, I guess, driver. I mean, she was in the driver's seat. So they're just testing it right now. Yeah, she was looking down at her phone, and then she looks up and you can see her mouth like, oh shit.
Yeah, but it was too late.
So now they're blaming her, but it's a driverless car. I mean, she was just there because it is in beta testing or whatever. And I mean, whose fault is it? If it's a driverless car and it happens in the future, I mean, who is insurance going to peg? What if you don't update your software? What if, does the software company get the insurance claim or hit, or, does the owner of the car? Like, how does that work?
I don't know, but I mean, those cars are supposed to be able to see what's ahead of them, even if it's pitch black.
Yeah.
But dude, okay, how many years have we had this car? These cars have been out for years now. Most people don't know that. They've been around for a good 10 years at least. And to get to the level where they're at today, and there's only, I mean, how many people have they run over? I think that's it.
Yeah,
And if you watch the video, it's not like, yeah, I feel safer in one of those than one of my friends driving me around, to be honest with you.
I have a couple friends who, I would not get in a car with them.
No, totally not.
I like make every offer to drive whenever I can.
People are batshit crazy, man. Look at that fucking kid in Austin blowing shit up. Like, what's that all about? I haven't been able to keep up with that one.
He blew himself up.
He did?
Yeah, at first I heard he was like, it was a shootout and police killed him, but no, he blew himself up when he was wearing a wig, but they spotted him and somehow knew that it was like the suspected bomber on a surveillance video at FedEx. So they released that picture all over the news. And once he saw that, oh my God, that's me, I'm on the news, even though he had a wig on, he was like, this is over for me. So he blew himself up, but he left like a 20-minute, I guess, manifesto recorded somewhere.
Really?
In his house. Yeah.
Did they release it yet?
But no, I'm curious to kind of hear there's no reasoning for what he did, but you still kind of want to know, like, why in his head would he want to do this?
I don't know,
it was here that he was targeting minorities.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I mean, you look at people like that. Like, I've been hooked on that show, Versace, the true crime story or whatever, and it's really good. I mean, guys, if you haven't seen that show, I'm telling you, man, watch it. Like, when my wife started watching it, I was like, I'm not gonna get into this. And then, like, every time I walk by it, I'm like, oh, that's interesting, because I know how it's gonna end, obviously. So it's like, what's the point? And then the guy who played Andrew, quote unquote, who was a murderer. I mean, the guy did a fantastic job. I mean, like, super creepy. Like, fantastic acting, especially for being on FX. Like, you don't think of great actors on FX. And the guys just nailed it, man. Like, total, like, it gets you so immersed into that show. And the way it was written, and apparently, because this is what my wife does. She watches the show, and then after, she Googles everything about it, because, that's what she does.
Oh my gosh. Did she spoiler alert herself?
No. She waits until after the show to see what's true and what's not. And then she cross-references everything. That's what she does for a living. So I don't know. She enjoys doing that. So it's
not completely factual.
It is 99% accurate. But if I tell you what's not accurate, it ruins the ending. So I'm not going to say it.
Well, apparently Donatella is not too happy about it. She's claiming that it's not accurate. They didn't get like information from the family, but maybe there's some things that the family didn't want out, and
Yeah, there's certain things. I don't know. Donatella's a snake, man. I've known Donatella my whole life since I speak Italian. So trust me, the shit that comes out of her mouth, it's like, shut up. Like,
she's one of my faves.
I love her. I would like to meet her, but it's just, she's in a different world. Trust me on that. And then, I mean, like, a big deal out of the show was like, they were talking about, hitting on the gay thing. Like, the new Queer Eye came on. And I thought for the longest time on Netflix, because the guy on the cover is this dude that looks just like James Franco. And I thought it was a movie. And then one day I clicked, I'm like, I'm bored. So I clicked on it. It's like, oh my God, it's Queer Eye for the Straight Guy again. So,
I haven't seen the new one. I watched the old one. I don't know how I feel about the new one.
You know what? It took me 2 episodes to get into it hardcore, because it was a Sunday and I was just binge watching. And it's awesome. There's one guy in there that you will absolutely love. Is the dude with the long hair. I started following him on Insta because he's that funny. And the fashion guy, I forgot his name too. I don't remember their names, even though I binge watched 8 episodes of it. But what I didn't like, this is my official review of the new Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. As a matter of fact, we should get that guy on the show. I bet you we can. Yeah. The one with the long hair. We need to work on that. But anyway, the only thing that I don't like is like the old Queer Eye for the Straight Guy was like all about the makeover. There was no like underlying storyline about, oh, my dad beat me, or, I'm sad because of my kids, or my mom died, or, like they do this in a lot of shows. It's like, especially like Undercover
Stars, American Idol.
Yes, they always have to add the story. It's like, yeah, I grew up poor. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, just show the makeover and that's it. And, they go into like these rants about, there's always this guy that's going into this, like, one turned into an issue about black and white and cops and black people. I'm like, dude, this is the kind of shit I watch to get away from that. Like, I get it. Like, I get it, you know? Like, I love gay people. I really do. And black people too. But it's like, really can I just get a fucking show where it's just mindless entertainment and I can forget about every news story about, you know, white cops killing black people and black cops killing white people and fucking gay people getting picked on or killed or whatever. It's like, I got it. I'm aware of everything that's going on in the world. It's just like, can we just get, you don't have to put it on everybody's face all the time. You know, I don't put my,
you know how those issues, like, I'm all about them, but they don't, that show doesn't care. They're doing it for ratings.
Yeah, of course. And it's so obvious. That's what makes it 100 times worse. It's like, so obvious about it. You know, it's like, just do the makeover, man. Have fun with it. And not everything has to turn into this fucking thing, you know? It's like if we will come on. What?
Have you heard about the Joe Biden, Donald Trump Twitter war they got into? Or not Twitter war, but their little fight.
Zen.
This is hilarious. You're gonna love this. So Joe Biden was giving a speech and he was like, if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him. And then he's like, called him a fat SOB. Or no, he's like, the only guys who talk like that were the fattest, ugliest SOBs. And I was like, oh, Biden throwing that shade. Whoa. And then Trump, of course, he can't let it go. Yes. So Trump responds on Twitter, and I love it. He's like, crazy Joe's acting like a tough guy. And then he called him weak, both mentally and physically. And he's like, he threatened me for the second time, this time with physical assault. And then he said that he could take on Joe Biden and that Joe Biden would go down fast and hard, crying all the way. And then he's like, you don't threaten me, Joe Biden.
You know what, though? Like, as much as I don't like Trump, and you look at Biden, Trump's a big dude, man. He's a big dude.
The only way he could take Biden down.
Trump is like, he's a big dude. He's like 6. Don't quote me, but I want to say he's around 6'5", 6'7". He's a big guy. Like, he's big,
but Biden is like much more fit than Trump. I mean, Trump would be like one of those fat dudes in high school that they just took you down and like held you down. That's all they could do.
He has the
disgusting, sweaty bodies on you, and you're like, stop.
But you can tell Trump, dude. I hate to admit it, but he has those Eastern European genes or European genes, Viking genes, where he's just massive. You know what I mean? Like my dad. Like my dad's the same way. Yeah. My dad's built that way. My dad, still to this day, can kick my ass. He's a big dude.
Your dad is a lot more physically fit than Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, but he doesn't work out. He doesn't fucking work out. My dad's just no. He's just built that way. Just genes, man. It's pure genetics. Like
they do have different builds, though. Donald Trump is more like a lumbering, like
My dad's just tall and like like his arms are the size of my thighs, but that's just
strong like bull.
Yeah, like Viking strength, Like, well, my dad and his freaking uncle used to sit like at the oil field, because we grew up in oil and whatever, and they used to sit there and see who could throw the strongman, the oil drums, like the farthest. This is what my dad used to do for fun with his uncle. It's like this is like my mom fucked it up, man. I got half of her genes, so that cut my height, down to 5'11", and I didn't get the Viking genes. Like, I do get the what do you call it? The link beard. I don't know.
And then the nice like features and
yeah. I need to do a DNA test. I really do because there's since I'm Italian and Croatian, there has to be Arabic in me for this beard, man. This shit is Arabic or Egyptian because the Roman Empire went all the way down there. Like that's how far the Roman Empire went. So for me to get this beard, man, this is some Arabic shit. And I love to haggle, so that's Arabic too. Yeah, that's built into the genes.
We should do live DNA testing, like read our results live. That would be fun.
That would be fun, but what if my whole generics like come back and I'm like, what? It's like my whole identity is not the same that I thought my whole life growing up.
Yeah, you're just like some inbred version, like you're 99.99% like from one spot
Chinese.
in Europe.
Nothing. No, there's anything wrong with being Chinese, but dude, I have like the Italian family upbringing. Like, like I have my Italian customs, my Spanish customs, and all of a sudden I'm like, you're gonna tell me I'm Chinese, man? What am I supposed to do?
Life is a lie.
that destroys my whole cultural identity. Like I wouldn't know what to do. I will have to start. I don't know. I might do it. I might do the whole. I don't know. I'm scared of doing the DNA test. I don't know what.
I did one with 23andMe, which was awesome. That's the one that told me my ancestry was 6% Black. And it's really cool. It gives you like all these health updates, and it can predict things about you, like my eye color, without actually having seen me. A bunch of cool stuff. But I want like a real in-depth like ancestry done, I guess is what it is. Right. Genetic testing, all that fun stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the cool thing that I know is that we're the only ones in the world with my last name. No one else in the world has my last name. So the people that have my last name is all family that we know, which is cool.
Nice.
But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't need to know. You know what? I actually, we have, my dad said that we have our family tree. We have books for our family tree because Europe, it's been fucking around forever. So my mom's side of the family, not so much with the American, my mom's half American, half Venezuelan, and her dad was from Ireland. So I know, yeah, man, I'm a fucking mutt. Yeah, that's why my beaver turns red when it grows. When it gets really long, it starts turning red, yeah.
I did not know that about you.
I think that's where I get my drinking genes from, the Irish side.
That's true. 2 and 2 together, because you tolerate it so well.
I know. It has to be. But yeah, no, from the dad side of the family, we have like our old ancestry tree like in actual books, which is kind of cool. And then tons of pictures from back in the day, from when pictures got started. But then my mom's side of the family, we ain't got shit on that side. Like, I don't know. I just know we have the documents that her dad came from Ireland or whatever to U.S., Louisiana. And then he went to Venezuela, and that's where he met my grandmother. And then my mom was born. So it's kind of cool.
Awesome.
I don't know. It's interesting for sure, man. What's going to be weird? It's like I saw a meme the other day. It's like, here's a picture of Grandpa, and it's like a World War II soldier. And then the other one's like some kid with a fucking Snapchat filter on it.
The dog.
We've become such wusses. Like, you look at these old guys, it's like, man, you were a tough motherfucker. Like, and well, we still got people out there who go on the battlefield, but back then it's like you were tough, man. You would take a beating.
My grandpa's in his 80s, and he still will just go with him and his 90-year-old friend to the desert with a canteen and a knife, and that's it. They survive for a week.
Yes, that's how it's like, oh, we don't need to eat. We can survive on our fat for 3 weeks.
Or he'll hunt and, he'll eat whatever. He'll eat bugs if he has to, just because. Last time he came to visit in Texas, he was teaching all the young grandchildren self-defense moves and how to really hurt somebody only if he's very disciplined. He was military in the Marines. So, only use this if you really need to, and eat bugs and, tell the time with the sun. And my grandpa's super tough.
Yeah. I mean, my grandfather was in I don't know, World War II, I think it was. I don't know, one of them. And
one of them.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like I've seen, he told me stories that I remember when I was a kid. It was just like, shit, man. I couldn't imagine growing up to that. But okay, even back then they had guns and helmets and, bulletproof. I think they had bulletproof vests. Did they have bulletproof vests?
No, I kind of think bulletproof vests are a new thing.
I don't think so. But think about it.
New-ish. But maybe
okay, so that's my grandfather, right? But then his ancestors did the Braveheart shit. Let's run against each other and fucking, swords and shields. Dude, could you imagine waking up knowing that you're going into a field and you're going to line up and on a count of 3, you're going to run against each other and fucking kill each other with swords and shields. Go. I won't even do the Wall of Death at a metal concert because I don't want to get hurt. It's no, I don't think so, but I couldn't.
And it's the morning of, you have your shields and your sword and you're all right, you sure we can't postpone this one more day? I'm really not ready to run into battle.
Do we really, really need to take over Egypt? Fuck, man. We have the North and Italy, we got all the water. We can make our own pasta now. We have Colosseums. Is it really necessary? And then you got Caesar's do we like? Well, no. What happened was fucking Caesar was thirsty, going after Cleopatra, so that's why he wanted to get over there. He wanted to get in there, which he did. And apparently, for what I read in the history books, Cleopatra, man, she knew how to do her thing because everybody she got between her legs, apparently, man, couldn't get away, and she just backstabbed him left and right.
Man eater. She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, apparently, and she was hot. So I don't know, according to books and stuff like that, but
she was smoking. Apparently,
the thirst was real back then, I guess.
It's never. When has it not been? I guess it's the dawn of time. We've been chasing, sexual encounters. We'll go to war for it. We'll get killed over it.
Which in modern times equals to the women that are in sales to rely on their looks to make sales. And then, people like me who actually know sales and actually study sales and write script for sales and the whole 9 yards back in the day. It's like, when do your looks fade? When do your looks fade? Then they rely on the looks. They bank on that, yeah.
They go away.
We all get old, man. Well, hopefully not for long. That's another thing. We got stem cells that are fucking fixing everything. So
I will never do Botox, but I am all about stem cells. I've already used stem cell lotion on my face.
There's stem cell lotion? I didn't know that.
There's stem cell facial cream. Yeah, they have all. I've used like whale sperm in my hair, whale sperm conditioner. I'm a vegan now, so I can't do that. It worked. It was actually like it came from Asia.
That's the only type of sperm that you've taken in your face?
I said hair, but no.
No, but
there was an issue with a dog one time, but that was a complete accident.
Well, I have horrible knees, and the only reason why I haven't gotten knee surgery is because I'm waiting. Like, I don't want to get knee surgery. I don't want to get rods in my knees, titanium rods, if I can just get a shot and they come back to normal and they're like, Yeah.
Because it'll be like the second you get surgery, like 2 weeks later, the stem cell research will come out and they'll be like, oh, it's being released to the public.
Well, not only that, I mean, I'm not sure how knee surgery works, but I'm pretty sure that you can only have that titanium rod in there for so long before they have to go back in and fix it or whatever.
Plus, you still have issues. Like when the weather changes, people still get like knee pain, and so it doesn't go away completely.
Yeah, like it's been cold, and my left knee, it's like hurting. Like it's weird.
Oh God, what is cold in Florida? What's the temperature?
I think it was 70 today.
Okay.
Dude,
I'll take that.
If I didn't have to deal with putting up that new store that I'm working on, that new brand that I'm working on, which I just want to get it done, and that was a whole nightmare of its own today. People, Amazon's a pain in the ass to deal with. This is my first Amazon store, and it's been a nightmare. But anyway, besides the point. It took me everything that I had not to grab a laptop and go to the beach and just go to a beach bar and just work from there. But I knew if I did that, it would have gone downhill quick.
Distractions.
Oh, yeah, man. You know me. It's like I don't know what it is, but I have this magnet for degenerates, and I love my degenerate friends. Wow. And I really do. But I'm also a very productive person who likes to get shit done and work hard. But I'm very easily manipulated into doing fun things and saying fuck it because I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so
it's like that thing. Like, I mean, I'll be working on an essay or work or something, and you just like, I'm not gonna get on Facebook, I'm not gonna look at memes, and then like before you know it, you're like 20 memes deep and like getting in an argument or having a deep discussion on Facebook. I'm like, what did I do? That's
why I had to like mute the chat fam today, because I was like, I wasted so much time today. I was like, done. Like everybody, I need to shut everybody down, and I closed everything. I was like, I turned my phone around, face down, threw it across the room, and it just like started concentrating on shit, and didn't get anything done because technical issues and all this crap. But it's the name of the game, so it is what it is. I don't know, but that's the reason why I didn't go, because I knew that if I would have done that, it would have turned into the hashtag hot mess press, because some of my friends were bartending too. So, and when this is the thing, and I don't get this. I don't know what it is about the bartenders that I know and I love, and I'm friends with them because I hang out with them outside work as well. Like these are friends, Yeah.
But
when they see me, they get off on, let's see how fucked up we can get Christian and how quickly. So I get the ones that know it's like, you know, just normal drinking, and then I get the ones that have to excess. It's like a shot every half an hour, which I try
so
to.
Nothing much has changed as far as that, because the bartenders at Fox used to do that too.
Dude, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't ask for it. Like, you know me, I don't ask for it. I just go and hang out, and it's like, and shit just starts showing up my way. And it's just like, and then you try to turn it down and you get pushed out. But
yes, and they're like, come on.
I'm like, I don't need free booze. I can afford booze. Like, it's cool. Like, give it to somebody else. No, man, come on. You gonna do me like that? That's fucked up.
Yeah. They put on the guilt trip.
Yeah,
and
massive guilt. I'm like, okay, I'll do one. And then after that, it just goes downhill. And then I gotta cut myself off. And then I gotta leave my car, get an Uber because I wasn't planning on drinking, and then go get the car again the next. It's just too much of a hassle. It's too much of a pain in the ass. So I just accept defeat from now on. So every time I go to the beach, I just take an Uber. It's like $3. It's like, it's cheaper for me to take an Uber than pay for fucking parking. So half the time I don't even know why I drive. You know, it's like.
And then gas, sitting there idling, like waiting for a parking spot or driving around for a parking spot or.
Yeah, no. It is the Hot Mess Express. But dude, we've been going for almost an hour and we didn't get to three-quarters of the topics we had been.
Yeah. I have like 3 things highlighted.
I don't know. We
That's
don't have
it.
time.
Out of like
We
50.
have to cut it off. It's been an hour, pretty much, close to an hour at least. So, but we had a lot of people live, and that was fun. So we gotta roll over to the next week, and then we're gonna have a special guest. What is it, next week?
No, I think that's. Oh yeah, it is.
Yes, next
Thursday.
week we have a special guest, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it, and. That's it, man. Everybody, thank you for watching, interacting, and I guess we'll talk to you guys later. It's been fun.